Hello everyone, or no one. Welcome to Delo Gaming. I am a bad gamer, and I played World of Warcraft Plunderstorm, and I found this World of Warcraft Plunderstorm.
I am a different kind of a pirate.
One such lady was Miss Peacock. She set sail to the land of adventure in search of treasure. On her journey, she battled mighty monsters and ancient foes, nasty trolls and ogres. On her adventure, she found many friends and eventually joined a pirate crew. This crew was to be known as the most feared pirate crew across Azeroth. They pillaged and plundered all across the world. Legendary beasts stood no chance. They pillaged the mighty strongholds of the Horde. Not even the might of the Alliance could stand a chance when this crew was on their doorstep. After a good day of plundering and pillaging, they were hanging out in their cove, potting hard.
We battled our way from Black Rock Spire to Molten Core. Took 40 hours for Ragnaros and only wanted more. Our days of being weak are firmly in the past, and now our shields are stronger, our bonds are built to last. So, whether you're for the Alliance or if you're for the Horde, it's time to toast to 15 years. Everyone raise your sword. No enemy can defeat us. There's no battle we can't win. When we crunch the numbers, stand together and
Drinking!
Then one day, it all changed. Treason happened. Her crew suddenly turned on her, attacked her. Wherever she went, she was chased, haunted, beaten. She fled in fear. Hiding and covering anything to get away from other pirates. She was now scared of other people. She spent years in loneliness, depressed. One day, while staring out at sea, reflecting over her past, feeling anger, hatred, lust for revenge, she decided to stand up, and she said,
I am going to become Queen of the Pirates.
She set sail once again. She started training hard, leveling up her abilities, fine-tuning her skills. As time passed on, She got better. And better. She was now fearless, ruthless towards her enemies. She was now feared across Azeroth. Songs were written about her.
And buried deep beneath the waves, betrayed by family, to his nation with his last breath cried, beware the daughter of the sea.
Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. Beware, beware of me.
With hard work, dreams come true. Hello and welcome to Delo Gaming, the channel that takes the perspective of the scum of the universe, the casuals, the real-lifers, the bad player. So I played World of Warcraft Plunderstorm. This is a time-limited gameplay mode they added for people with a World of Warcraft subscription. It's a battle royale style game mode where players face each other's off in a closed area that gradually gets smaller and smaller. Inside this area you collect plunder and spells and abilities you use to fight with. So, what do I think about it? I don't know how they managed to make this, but it's either the best game in the world or the absolute worst game in the world. Dying early sucks. If you land next to another player and you kill 3 mobs each, he gets the 3 spells from those mobs and you get nothing. It sucks, because you will get obliterated. However, if you are that player that gets those 3 spells, it feels really, really good. Beating a player feels really, really good. The RNG element with either getting good combinations of spells or not also makes the game good or bad. So it's either the best game in the world or it's the worst. It's never in the middle. This is a player versus player environment. But because you get some in-game rewards for playing this game mode, you get a lot of players that really don't like to PvP. They just play to get the rewards. The rewards are like pets, mounts, cosmetics. This leads to some interesting behavior from some players to avoid PvP. People are running around the edges of the map to avoid players and just kill spiders like a proper South Park Chad. You get a quest each time you join a battle that rewards you with some bonus currency. A lot of players join a game, do the quest, then kill themselves, and go again and do the quest again. If you play the game like this, you're not going to have a good time. There is different opinions about this game mode, as it was something nobody asked for. Was it something World of Warcraft needed? Or sure, it doesn't hurt the game. I think the game is in a good place when the developers can try new things like this. And sometimes it will be a hit, and sometimes it will be a miss, but you'll never know unless you try. So, how was my journey through this game mode? I have never played a battle royale game before. I haven't done any competitive PvP in WoW for at least 15 years. I've been a casual PvE Andy for many, many years. So in the beginning, I was in the boat with the people that didn't really like it. It sucked to die early. I didn't really care about where to land, what spells to pick up, how to combine my spells, how to use them against an opponent. All I really cared about was getting around 500 currency. Then whatever happened, happened. I was running around the edge of the map trying to farm currency. If I got into combat, I tried to fight back, but I usually didn't have any good abilities and spells. And I also used them very badly as I didn't really care about them. I just pressed buttons in a random order. And that usually meant I died, and I had a bad time. I was on the 3 games a day track just to get the rewards. Then I decided to play it as it's intended. Think about the spells I have. Think about different combinations. Think about how to use my spells. Think about the spells of the opponents. Think about the cooldowns. Create tactics how I'm going to use what I have in the best way. There was a lot of rust and dust that I had to brush off my shoulders to get into PvP again. It's absolutely very different from playing against NPCs. So I kept practicing and playing, and as I got better, I killed more players, and I had a lot more fun. Yes, sometimes I died early and got really shitty spells and no good upgrades, but that happens. But when I got the good combinations, it was really, really good. So when I got into it and played it as intended, the amount of fun I had increased a lot. You can also play this game mode in duos and trios. You can queue with friends and play with other people. Then you can really discuss with the other players how to combine your spells with their spells and create different tactics and how you can try to win the fights. If I had a complaint, It's that I feel like stunts is too powerful. I think maybe it would have been better without the ability to stun other players. Maybe just limit it to slowing effects or something like that, but I don't know. I also think a reason I like this game mode is that I always wished for a battleground in World of Warcraft that was like the intro cinematic of Warcraft 3, where you have a big open plain, 2 massive armies on each side of the field that just hammer it out in the middle, making it at least 40 versus 40 players. You have 1 life, and the first team to annihilate the other wins. You can add like a couple of tanks and some horses to form some cavalry, and some spears you can pick up to counter the cavalry. When a horse charges a player that doesn't have a spear, the player dies. But if the horse charges a player with a spear, the horse dies. That can give some like different tactics and coordinations on how you can play the battleground. Although a battleground like this can never end through the game. You have healers and you have different armor types, and it would just be a mess. So I guess something like this is as close as you can get without going into arenas, but that is so few players. I want this big, massive, epic fight. As mentioned before, I think it's a good thing that they try something new. Yes, it will be hits and misses. Some will be fun for you, and some will be fun for others. I don't see any reason to hate the developers for this because it wasn't a hit for you. Maybe later there will be something that you think is fun. So with that, this Bad Gamer's view of Plunderstorm is over. So internet, farewell and goodbye.